Hello guys, welcome to my review of the Eonon GA5151. This is for the first generation Mazda 3. Mine's a 2008 hatchback. And I just wanted to expand on the information that's already out there on the unit, because as far as I can tell, there's like one good English YouTube video out there, and yeah, I just wanted to expand on that. So this unit I got for $330 from their Labor Day sale. I believe there's going to be a GA5151F that's coming out soon with an upgraded processor. If you want to hold out for that, that's up to you. This unit itself, I haven't experienced any slowness, except for what I'm going to show you guys right now, which is why it's off. As far as Eonon goes, they're a small company between 20 and 50 employees, and they're based somewhere in Asia. I'm not exactly sure if it's China, Hong Kong, whatever. They've been really cool, though. They post actively on the Mazda 3 forums, and they did, like, about 2 weeks after I ordered this and had it installed, they sent me an email saying, hey, how's it going? How's everything working for you? So that's kind of cool. Alright, so I'll go ahead and start up the unit. And so this is probably my biggest and only, like, main complaint about it is the startup time. It does take a while. I won't speed this up at all. That Mazda logo, that does come with it by default, which is cool. Usually I'm able to kind of pull out of my neighborhood by the time it's fully done booting up. Maybe the new fancy CPU one will be a bit faster, but it's not too bad. As far as the build quality goes on this unit, it's phenomenal. Honestly, one of my friends saw it and was like, that looks better than the stock radio, and I was like, I know. It's kind of a matte finish up here. It's not the gloss that's like up here. They did a really good job color matching it too. As far as like fitting it in, it fit really well everywhere except for down here, and the other reviewer said this too. He said he had a problem getting the clips. There's a black clip over here and over here, and getting those to pop in. What I was able to pop them in once, and then I kind of messed around with the cables in the back, and then I wasn't able to do it again. So what I did is I took there's like white ones that come with your stock radio, and I popped off the black ones from this one, and I put on the OEM ones from the stock radio, and it fit fine. It actually fit a little bit better, and now it's flush with this. There is a little bit of a gap, but it's not bad at all. And then the sides are fine too, and so is the top. The buttons all feel good. The volume knob still has a bit of a click, not a click, but like a bump to it with each turn. This tune knob, which is used for previous and next song, it's spring loaded, sort of. This one doesn't press. This one presses. This powers on and off. I'll go and show you guys something cool. There must be capacitors or something in this unit, because if I power it off, shutting down, and I boot it back up, I'll wait a few seconds. Fingerprints. It resumes immediately, even though I turned it off, so that's kind of cool. It'll do the same thing, like if I turn the key. Right now I only have accessories on. If I turn the key and start up the car, it'll power off, and then it'll power back up, and that'll be really quick. You won't have to wait a long time for that. So that's a good design. The buttons all feel fine. By default, they have a beep to them, but you can disable that beep if it bothers you. As you just saw, I just scrolled through different things, and it's pretty fast. It goes back to the home screen pretty fast. So some of the issues that people reported having, one of them was the clock. So yes, when you get this thing, this clock doesn't have the buttons up here for adjusting it. So yeah, you got to go out at midnight or 12 p.m. and unplug your battery and plug it back in to reset the engine computer. No big deal. And then the other problem people had were the steering wheel controls. This works fine for me. That's volume up and down. This is mute. And then you're going to also change the mode, so that'll scroll through like AV-in, DVD, radio, and then I believe this is previous and next track. Yeah, that's next track. Also might be for radio stations too, I'm not sure. I don't use the steering wheel controls. So, the stock radio app is actually pretty good. So when you first get this unit, I would recommend you hit the search button right here, and that'll automatically detect all of your local radio stations, and it'll display them down here with a little name, which is cool. These buttons over here, these are for granular control. This is only 0.05 megahertz. And these two buttons will actually seek to the next station that it can detect. So yeah, there's some more button. I'm guessing this is stereo and mono. Don't know what that does. And then there's some buttons over there. I'm not sure what they do either. I'm sure it's all in the manual. 5 bands up there. Let's go to DVD. So right now, I have Disturbed's new Immortalized album. The DVD player, again, it also does take a little bit of time to load, and it doesn't really like reading the CDs. Sometimes you gotta put it at the right angle. I find if you just kind of put it in and you just wiggle it a little bit, it'll find it. Again, this is hopefully something that the new CPU will speed up. There you go. So it doesn't give you track information, but you can like choose different tracks. There's an EQ, previous and play, pause, next buttons. Again, you can also use this to go to the next track and to go previous track. And then there's also a loud button up here. This is, I guess it gives some sort of preamp, maybe an EQ too. If you're an EQ aficionado, just buy yourself a nice app like Power Amp, which is what I use, and use the software EQ in there. So speaking of Power Amp, so this does have support for additional storage by default. I think it's only an 8GB unit, so you can't really put any music on there. That's pretty much all used up by the Android operating system mostly. So you have a few options. You can use the mini USB down there. This unit comes with a mini USB to female USB 2.0 cable. This one charges. It's not a fast charge, but it does charge a little bit. And while I'm at it, I'm not sure what this thing is. That's the IR receiver for this cheap little remote that it comes with. I think that's a reset button? Rest? I don't know. And then mic is up there. So, the music. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. You can plug in like your phone or an USB drive into here, and you can find music, photos, videos off of that. Alternatively, there are 2 cords up here that come out of the back of the unit. These do not charge, but you can use them as additional storage. So I have my music flash drive right there. Also, they have little tags on them that say 3G or USB. So, because this is basically an Android tablet, if you want to use the internet, you're going to need an internet connection. So right now I'm at home, so it's connected to my home network, as you can see by the little pizza shaped icon up there. But if you're on the road, either buy yourself a 3G dongle to plug into there, and then a data plan along with that, or tether off your phone, up to you. Oh yeah, if you guys are wondering what this is Japan Parts thing I got off of a guy on the Mazda 3 forums. Great little device. Not cheap, but definitely very good quality and very OEM looking. So the only audio issue that I've really well, I guess there's been a few audio issues. The main one that I experience is I get skipped sometimes. Maybe I'll try to put a clip of that in here. Playing through my USB stick. I don't know if it's the CPU or the high bitrate music coming off the flash drive, but maybe about once a song I'll get anywhere between like a brief 1/3 of a second pause to like a full 1-2 second pause in a song. It's not a huge deal. It is a little bit annoying when I hear it happen, but I'll look into it. And then the AV connection, this still works. You can still plug into there. Just the input you need to select is AV and over here. Again, this is like the skin that they give with this unit. It has this weird side bar at the bottom. And then you have room for 5-6 apps up there. And if you swipe, then you can access more of your own apps. This bottom bar cannot be changed. They can't be rearranged or anything. And you can't uninstall them. But it's no big deal because these are all things that, I mean, you can potentially use. They're not useless. Navi, radio, DVD, Bluetooth. Don't know what car record is. Maybe that one is useless. Settings. So the Bluetooth works fine for me on this. Answering calls and all that. Perfect. My only gripe is the audio quality. When I stream music off of my phone via Bluetooth, it sounds a little tinny. Don't exactly know why. Again, I can look into that, but that's why I went with the USB stick. Like I said, AV works. There is an iPod integration into this. It's an old 30-pin iPod connector, like what's on the iPhone 4 or the original iPod Touches. As far as I can tell, though, it's full integration. It plugs into the back of the unit and then, comes out wherever you want to feed them, kind of like I did with those. It charges. You can play music off of it, so that's pretty cool. I guess there's a calculator app too. And then I also use Torque. For those of you guys who don't know what Torque is, it is an amazing little app that connects to your OBD2 scanner if you have one. I have a Bluetooth one that I got from Amazon for $13. Brand is Faux Seal. I'll put a link in the description for that. And Torque works perfectly with this. Yeah, like this is like, for some people, this is reason enough to buy this head unit. Yeah, so no complaints there. Connected to my ECU already, so that's cool. And so I guess this video is getting a little long, so if you want, I'll post a part 2. And if you have any questions that I haven't answered in the video, go ahead and ask them in the comments, and I'll respond as quickly as possible. Thanks for watching.